Welcome guys to another episode of Tales of Middle-earth. As you know, I'm your channel host, Adam, and today I have with me again...
Mike.
Mike is back, and we are continuing the Whispers in the North narrative campaign. And today we're going to be following... What is it?
Malice of Angmar is what we
call it. The Malice of Angmar Battle Company, which really it's a portion of your battle company because...
It's not the full.
Because Melgareth is still...
He's doing his own thing.
He's doing his own thing, where we have Raguk and Kardash sort
running
of
away.
spearing the assaults and skirmishes that are happening down in the south. And if you've watched the other battle reports, you would have seen that they've went up against my wandering host of Thrindel's Halls, and
didn't fare so well for
them. Well at all. I think the last
Raguk's got an arm now. He's
can't carry a shield anymore. So so with that said, Raguk and Kardash are retreating from the elves and are trying to lick their wounds. They have actually stumbled upon a hunter's camp out in the wilderness.
Yeah.
So today's mission that we are playing is plunder the camp. I will be the defender with the hunters, gatherers, and whatnot. And Mike will have his orc warband with Raguk and Kardash and orcs.
Yep.
Upon orcs.
Bunch of them. 13
So
models.
the objective is there's going to be 5 objectives within 12 inches of the center of the board that Mike wants to burn, or his orcs want to burn and plunder. And so he wins if he gets to burn 4 of those objectives by the end of the game. If he gets 2 burned, I win as the defender. And if there's 3 that are burned, it's a tie. It's a draw. But on top of that, if you get all 5, you get an extra influence point, which is really, really good. Yeah. Sort of key for you. For me, the influence doesn't matter because it's part of the narrative. And so how you burn these objectives is at the end phase, if you were in combat and you did not make any shooting attacks or anything along those lines, you roll a die for each model that falls into those categories. On a 4+, you set the objectives alight, which is good. Yeah. So that is that. So the good guys will deploy in the center, and then Mike can set up his guys anywhere he wants. Within 6 inches, well, 18 inches.
Yeah, I was going to say you have 18, but anywhere you want around.
So, and that is that. So we'll show you the armies, the factions, we'll show you the board, we'll get right into the match from there. So here we are with the defenders for today's scenario. So these guys are all the hunters, gatherers, and then 2 rangers of the north that Mike is going up against. So I got 3 with bow, 5 with hand weapons, so it looks like 4 with axes, and 1 with sword, I believe, and then 4 with spear. And then the rangers of the north are with their swords and bows. So these guys will be deployed in the center of the board. I should also note, these guys as hunters and gatherers, I am going to be using the Leighton Militia profile for them. So that is that for them. So that way you know what the stats are. And here we are with Mike's warband. So up front we have Raguk here. What does Raguk do again?
His shield's not there.
His shield's not there. Yes, thanks Mike for pointing that out.
I don't have a model with that.
It's all good, dude.
He has Harbinger of Evil. He's got 2 might.
Yep.
1 for the other stuff.
Yep.
Right, regular orc stuff. So he's defense 5 instead of 6.
Because he doesn't have the shield
He does have
anymore.
the 1 defense bonus.
Yep.
That he got earlier. And then Kardash.
Yep.
We've
Fantastic.
seen him, if you've watched the videos, he's got 3 might, and he's got a free might every time he gets to shoot.
In the shoot value,
Yeah.
yes. That can be used
So
for
like a free
in the way
shoot
or
in the way, whatever he wants
That's
to
right.
do, yeah.
Then you have a whole bunch of orcs over here. So all these orcs have 2 experience apiece.
Except for
and
this guy.
This guy has 3.
He does.
And then these guys also have 2 experience as well
Yes.
for progressing.
This guy doesn't. He's new.
Oh, yes.
We got
New
him
guy.
last
That's
time.
right. That is right. That is right. So that is Mike's warband, and they will be deployed 18 inches from the center of the board. So I'll show you the board next. So here we are with the board. It is a 4x4 grasslands board from Fat Matt. It is like a wooded area that turns into a opening where the hunter's camp is. So the hunter's camp is in the center of the board. It's going to be the cabin there. The objectives are these crates. So you got 3 here, 1 there, and 1 over there. And then there's the fence section there. So the hunters, gatherers, and the rangers of the north will be set up there. And then Mike will be set up 18 inches from the center of the board. Not on the chimney like Mike was trying to do there. So we will come back with deployment next, which I set up first. Oh, and I forgot to mention as well, there is a special rule in the plunder and burn, or whatever the scenario is called. And basically it's, what is it called there, Mike? You got your book handy? Yeah. It's basically, I can't remember what it's called, but it allows you to
The Dark of Night one?
Yeah, the Dark of Night.
Due to reduced visibility, models cannot be targeted by shooting magical powers or special powers over 6 inches away.
That's right.
However, as it is much harder to avoid a shot in the dark, all shooting attacks gain +1 when rolling to wound.
There you go. So +1 to wound, but you got to be within 6 inches. Though when you set the objectives of light, everything within 2 inches of the objectives is treated as daylight, so you can target them normally, which is pretty good. So we'll come back with deployment next. Here we are now with deployment. So we have Raguk here with 5 orcs. We got 3 ward riders all the way on the far side over there, and then we have Kardash and 3 orcs on that side as well. So let's roll off for priority. Turn number 1. I got a 5. You got a 4. Goes to the hunters and gatherers. Here we are at the end of round 1 movement phase. So starting off down here, my guys have just sort of moved out a little bit from the objectives and just to cover them and make sure this ranger of the north has moved around. The other one has moved over here, and it's only moved less than half, so you will get a shot, hopefully. And then these guys all stayed stationary, and these guys have moved over that way. I think I don't have anybody else in range to shoot except for this one ranger of the north, and he did move half, so he will get his shot, and that is that. His orcs moved up, wargs over there, and Kardash and the orcs over there as well. This ranger of the north here is going to target this orc here. He did move, so he needs 4s to hit. Hits, and needs 5s to wounds, because strength 2 bow versus defense 4, so nothing. No combats this phase, going right into priority for next, and I got a 1, so Mike automatically gets it. So we'll come back with movement next. So here we are, almost at the end of the movement phase. I do have a little bit of stuff that I got to do, so I'll just go through what has happened so far. So over here, this guy has been charged by that orc. I should say those 2 have been charged by that orc, but then we got Raguk who pulled him off, and that orc there as well, and he's on the ranger of the north. Over here we have 2 orcs on the one hunter-gatherer over there with spear support. Over here, this ward charged into 2. That ward rider charged into the ranger of the north over there, and then this one charged into the objective. This guy has not moved yet, because I'm going to try to actually get a 6 and charge him into the guy that is on the objective. So it's a 3, so he just makes a climb test, like so. I can't actually get in, but that is all right. Over here, this guy has moved up half his movement. This guy stayed stationary. Over here, 2 hunter-gatherers are on that orc, 2 more are on that one, and that is that, as everybody came back. So we'll come back with shooting next. So starting off the shooting phase, these 2 here, both shooting into that spear support there. He'll have it in the way, and he moved half, so he'll be the gold Blackfyre die, and the black die will be the guy that did not move. So here we go. Let's see. Okay, so 1 hit. I got it in the way roll because stupid me did not actually set him in base contact with the wall when he should have been. So 4+. No, hits the wall. Stupid me. Stupid me. So over here, the Ranger of the North called a heroic action, and Raguk also called a heroic action. Both are heroic combats. So you have priority. So 1, 2, 3, you. 4, 5, 6, me. Goes to me. It's a 6. So let's do this one first. I rolled a 4 against your 1.
Shield.
Yeah, you're gonna shield. Ah, you get a 6.
That's why I didn't
so
do yours. I just wanted to do it to trap him.
Yeah, absolutely.
So
Absolutely.
but I still get to do it, I guess.
Yeah, well, going into your heroic action next then. You got Raguk and Spear Support plus 1 other Auric on my shielding Raguk Militia.
Blackfyre.
Okay.
Piercing strike.
And you have the other Auric as well.
Yeah.
Okay.
Third, I got 3 die.
Okay.
Just
I got a 2 highest. 2 highest.
Spear will be the blue, and then Gandalf is the other guy. So
you win it?
Piercing struck with Raguk.
Yeah.
Let's see what he goes
And
up.
Go back.
3. So he goes up by...
He goes up by 2.
Oh, 2,
so,
yeah, sorry. Strength 5. No, yeah.
Yeah, strength 5.
3, yeah,
so he's defense 5?
Yes.
Yes. So, let's see.
5 strength. 4s or
4s.
5s?
Raguk needs 4s. Alright.
5s.
So.
The 5 was this guy, though.
Okay, and who was the 4? Was it Raguk?
4 with Raguk was 1.
So you can choose who you want to give the experience to because he has 2 wounds on him, right?
I'll just give it to
Raguk.
Actually,
give it to Raguk.
He got a 1.
Oh, he got a 1.
Yeah, that's what I said. He got the 1.
So
I would give it to him if I
So you only had one guy that wounded him then.
There was a 4 and then a 5.
The 5.
Yeah,
okay.
So there's only 1, and that was this guy.
Okay, so he gets the experience.
Yep.
After Raguk's hero combat, they charged into the Ranger of the North. You want to do that one again?
Yeah, let's just go that way.
Okay, so the Ranger of the North got a 4.
5.
You got a 5. He is trapped.
My bad. I should have said. I won't piercing strike because I didn't say it. He is trapped.
He is trapped. So
Gandalf and blue are the spears or the shield.
Okay, so Raguk is the Blackfyre. Okay. So
wow, a lot of
nothing.
ones.
Not 3 1s and a 4.
Even faint either.
No wounds. You do get pushed back
one
though.
Might,
so Raguk is going to use a might point to cause a wound onto the Ranger of the North. He does have a fate. Let's see if I save it, and I do save it. So he is still alive, but Raguk still does get the experience that way.
He's out of might.
So over here, I'm going to piercing strike with the front guy and spear support with the second. So I get a 5 highest. You got a 4. All right. So the axe goes up by 3, so it goes up to 5. It goes up by 3, so I need 6. That goes up to 6, and so you're on 4. So I need 3s. So the Blackfyre die will be the piercing strike. So here we go. All right. I wish it was the other way around. It would have been 2 wounds, but 1 guy dies. So Wargon 2 over here. I'm gonna piercing strike with the axe and fight regularly with the spear. Yeah. Oh, you get 3 highest. I get a 6.
Come on.
Axe goes up by 1, so it's a 4. He's going to go after the warg. So, nothing. And then the spear will also go after the warg. It's a dead warg. And Throne Rider. It's a 4, so he's fine. Going on over to the Ranger versus 1, so I get a 5, and you get a 3. Gonna go after the warg again. Nothing. Going on over here, fighting regularly. I get a 3 highest, and you get a 3. You take it on fight value. You need 5s. And that is a 3. So nothing. Going on to the next one, fighting regularly again. Get a 5 highest, and you get a 5. So you take on a fight, and you wound him. Another guy bites the dust. So there is one guy that's in basic contact with this objective over here, so nobody was in combat with him, so he gets a roll to see if he sets him on fire, 4+. No. Boo, next turn. Yeah. Priority next turn, here we go. That's a cocked die in the trees.
Cocked and a half.
Yes, yes. 2. To your 2. You had it last, so I have it. Any heroics? Over here, we have a heroic combat called by the Ranger of the North and by Kardash. So 1, 2, 3 goes to Mike. 4, 5, 6 me. 4 goes to me.
What do you mean?
During the heroic move, we got the Ranger of the North that charged that cavalry. This guy with a bow charged that into that one. Ward Rider, and these 2 charged into that orc. over here, these guys were all in range, so I had one guy charge into two, and then those two charged into that one there. Mike just moved the spear guy because I didn't get anybody on him, so he just moved him because I have nobody else that is in range to stop him from moving into that crate. So moving along into my movement phase now. These two guys charged into him, he charged into those two. I'm going to try to jump over the wall and charge into these two here. I'm going to try. It's cocked. Two. So all he does is jump over the wall, like so. This guy here is going to try it as well, and he just jumps over the wall, like so. End of the movement phase, Mike just capitalized by moving that orc onto that crate there. And there's one on that crate there. Everybody else is preoccupied with a fight. No shooting though. No. So we will come back with combats next. Mike's going to call a heroic combat over here on Kardash. So we'll do that one first. So I only have one die. Fighting regularly, I get a 6.
Of course.
Of course.
Blue will be Kardash.
Yep. 4. So... nothing there. Can I wound the basic orc? No. Moving along then in the combats, I have these two on that one guy there. So I got a 5 highest. And let's see. And I get a wound. Ranger on the Warg Rider. Getting a 4. Getting a 5. You take it. And you need 5s. Oh, yeah, strength 4. Sorry. So you still need 5s. Yeah. Okay, so nothing, I get pushed back. One-on-one here. I got a 3. Tier 1. And going after the rider, nothing. 2-on-1 here. Oh, fighting regularly, got a 5 highest. You're shielding, so you get a 5. Push me back. There's a 2-on-1 here. You're going to shield. I'm going to fight regularly. I get a 6. And I win. Let's see if we can take him down with a 5. Nothing. He just gets pushed back. Like so. Raguk and Orc up against the Ranger. You're going to piercing strike with both? Okay. I got a 1. You get a 6, you take it, so they both go up.
Raguk's going to be Blackfyre. The white hand, yep. I mean, and Gandalf will be the other guy.
Absolutely.
So Raguk goes up by
3.
3, so he's strength 6, and
okay.
then the other guy just...
so you need 4s on Raguk, and then you need 5s on the other guy, because he's D5. So there's 6. a 6. That's not bad. He's good.
Raguk doesn't, but... it's okay.
Over here we have a 2-on-1 with your bowman. And so
I can't do anything for shield.
Alright, fighting regularly. I got a 4. You got a 2. Let's see if I can wound, needing a 5. There he is, dead. Mike has 2 objectives, one there, one on the other side there. So you're needing a 4. What one is this for?
Roll for the far one.
This one here, okay. Needing a 4. No. The other one? Yes, that one is set ablaze. The priority for next turn. You got a 3. Mike gets a 2. Goes to me. Over here, Kardash is calling a heroic move with his last point of might.
Just here over.
And so it's just basically from the Warg Rider here all the way over there. Over here, we have this orc here that charged into the Ranger. Kardash that charged into the 2, and the 1 orc that charged into the 1. This Warg Rider just is moving around to threaten the objectives next turn. This guy here is going to jump down and try to charge the Warg Rider. He makes it. So he's just going to jump down like so. And then these two are going to charge in. Well, the one's going to charge in spear support. End of the round movement. Yeah. These guys over here, the front guy charged into 2. Then both the guys were pulled off with 1. Over here, you saw guy charge in here, and the bowman charged into the Warg Rider. The Ranger has been tied up by 1 orc over there. So no shots this turn, so we'll come back with combats. 1-1 over here, up against Kardash. I will piercing strike. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Piercing strike goes up by 1, so I just need 4s on that die, which does a wound, and this one does nothing. So how many wounds? 1 wound?
I think just has
1 wound. You do have a fate, which is...
I know, I do have the fate. Yeah, just 1 wound.
I have faith you will make it. You will make it, and you do with a 6. 1 over here. I'm sorry. Let's see if I can wound. I do. 2-1 over there. No loaded dice. Fighting regularly. I got a 4 highest. It's just your dice aren't rolling well at all. And that is a wound. 6. So 1-on-1 here. I got a 3. You're 1. Oh my goodness. And nothing.
Switch to the green.
Ranger versus one orc. I get it. 6. I hate it, and it's a dead. I'm sorry.
See?
I'm sorry. I apologize. One-on-one here.
I can't see what he is.
It's just a basic orc with spear. I got a 3. Tier 4. You take it. And nothing. And we'll go to the next one-on-one here, fighting regularly. I get a 6.
5.
And nothing. We're here fighting regularly with these two. Mike's gonna piercing strike. I get a 6. And you're going down to what? With Raguk?
Raguk's green. Sorry.
Okay.
They go both down by 3. Anyways.
Okay, by 2. So he's defense what? 5.
Yeah.
So he's now defense 3, and he's defense.
He'd be. They're both defense 5. He has a shield.
Okay, I'm gonna go focus on Raguk. So you go down to 3. So that is 1 wound on Raguk, and he's fine. Nobody is broken yet, but that is the end of the round and what the board looks like. So, rolling off for the next turn. I got a 3 to your 4. You have priority. End of the movement phase. This is what the board looks like. This orc charged into those 2. This orc charged into those 2. These 2 charged into the objective. These guys have moved around. He moved half his speed, so we can still get a shot. The Warg Rider has charged into 2 guys over here, then was countercharged by 2. And then these 2 have started swinging around. So hopefully Kardash next turn, if he gets priority, can jump on a objective and be safe from everybody else countercharging him. But that is that. I do have 1 shot. You have none, correct? I'm going to shoot into Raguk. Needing a 5. I roll a 4, so nothing. We'll come back with combats next. Starting off over here, Mike's gonna shield. I'm gonna piercing strike. Oh my goodness. Double 1s. I almost rolled it myself. So the piercing strike goes up by 1, so he's a 4. So I still need 5s on you. So both need 5s, and there's nothing there. Over here, this guy's gonna shield now. I'll be fighting regularly. I get a 6. You get double 5s. That's different. And then needing 5s to wound, so he is dead. Over here, I have 4 guys up against your Warg Rider. I will be piercing striking, so I do not. You have 2 attacks. You have 2 attacks. You charged.
Oh, I charged.
You charged. 5.
What did you get though?
5.
With
highest.
With who though?
Well, it doesn't matter. I have a higher fight, so you are not trapped, and I do get a 5 on your guy there. So.
Did you go for Warg or Rider?
I didn't really declare. So we'll leave it to a random roll. 1, 2, 3, it's a rider. 4, 5, 6, your guy. 4, 5, 6 is a warg. So I said 1, 2, 3 was a rider. So
yeah, you did.
Yeah. No, there you go. And he made a throw, and rider is falling prone, takes strength 3 hits, and he takes a wound. I'm sorry. End of the round. You do have 2 fires blaze. So 2,
I didn't see
2 on this one, and 1 on that one over there.
Let's roll the 2 first.
Yes. Yep, set ablaze, and you got 1 over there. Not set ablaze. All right, here we go. That is what the board looks like. Mike, you are broken this round, so we need to make a priority check to see what happens. So I roll a 3.
I don't know what was it 1 or 2 it ends.
Oh no! Well, we check at the end of this round, so you got a priority. So that is good for you at least. During Mike's movement, this guy here is going to try jumping. So Raguk is going to try jumping the wall.
Give me a 6.
There's a 4. It's close enough.
I don't think he can touch it.
He's not in there? How far away is it? Oh, just out. I will add, we are going to roll for the will for these guys, or the courage rolls for these guys. So who do you want to start with?
Start with Kardash.
Kardash? Okay. So he has courage 3. So he uses his 1 will point and survives, which means the warg survives.
Yeah.
Because they're within 6, and then if he makes it, he would have made it for everybody else too. So, and he's good naturally.
Good without even,
End of the round. This is what it looks like. So this orc has a bunch of guys on him. This one is tying up 2. These guys weren't able to get it on anybody, and Mike is really hoping to get these 2 barrels alight.
These are
so we do have combats. There's no shooting. So let's do this 1 orc versus 4.
I'll shield.
I will piercing strike with my 2 guys.
Yes!
You get a double 6s. Finally, the karma's coming back around. These guys do get pushed back, which is really good for Mike. Well, would have been better earlier actually, but over here fighting regularly. I got a 4.
I got a 3.
All right.
That's
That's
4 defense, I think.
5, so nothing.
All right.
And you get pushed
Judgment
back.
time, though.
Judgment time. What one do you want to roll first?
Let's do a Warg.
Ward Rider on what? Come on. It's a blaze, so you at least draw me. Can you get this other one and take the victory? You can! That is a victory right there. Oh my goodness. That is it. So you got 2 more. Yeah, you got 2 more set of blaze, so you at least get the win at this point in time. Can you get the 5th somehow, though? And go from there. But, so we are at the end of the round. Let's see what happens. 1 or 2, the game ends. It's a 1, so the game ends. Mike takes the win. Oh my goodness. We will come back with War's Aftermath next. Going right into the War's Aftermath, this here is the injured pile for Mike. If you want to pass me the book there, I'll hang on to the book for you. Or we'll open it up. Book down, book down. So all these guys are warriors. So we're just gonna go down the line and roll for each one. So that guy first over here, and he is good with a 6. Makes a full recovery. Next guy. He's also good with a 7. Next guy. I wouldn't even bother moving him like that. Just we'll go down the line. He's good with a 10. The next guy on the front. Oh, the Warg Rider, yeah. He's good with a 12. Too bad you don't get something fancy with that.
Next Warg Rider.
Okay, Warg Rider. He gets a. He's dead. He's dead. Bye bye. Over here, the next Orc on the front there. He's fine with full recovery. And Bowman is injured.
This guy.
Yeah, he sits out.
So, do we roll for his injury? He's just injured.
He's just injured.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I know,
it means
heroes are different.
he misses
right?
next game basically.
Axe.
So yeah, Axe overhead. He's fine. And the last guy with the shield. And he is injured as well with a 4, so he misses out next match as well. So Raguk over here has leveled up through gaining experience this round. So Mike, you're going to go on what chart?
Combat.
Combat progression chart. Here we go. Let's see what he rolls. He gets a 2 with strength or defense.
So he'll go
5 plus 1.
4
so he's going up to strength 4 now because he's already had a defense increase. Yes. So here we are with Mike's warband. So Mike has decided not to do any reinforcement rules. So next match, these 2 guys are injured and will be sitting out, and all of these guys will be coming back. So Raguk, he was given heavy armor. Upgraded his armor to heavy armor, as well as Kardash. His armor was upgraded to heavy armor as well. So that was 2 of his 4 influence for winning. Then the other 2 influence that he used was to give Kardash a warg. So he is now riding a warg, which is fantastic.
It is.
I don't have a model for him, and so Mike is gonna get one all converted up and ready to go. So that is that for the War's Aftermath for Mike's battle company. He does have a few warriors, and I think are your heroes anywhere near leveling up again, or is it just the warriors that are?
Kardash has 7.
So he could,
potentially.
yeah, because he just needs a wound and participate.
But I have 4 guys
Raguk,
that
is
are
he anywhere?
automatically. Raguk's only at 5.
Oh, okay, so he needs.
He literally just
yeah.
leveled.
So he has a few warriors then that
Well,
could progress next match as well.
0. I mean, he's more than 5. I zeroed out usually.
So we'll come back with the after action report next. Welcome guys to the after action report. You just saw the match between myself and
Raguk.
Raguk all the time. Welcome Raguk. So, Mike, thoughts on the match?
Oh man, those dice rolls at the start. I'm okay. I got some good ones by the end.
Yes,
man, those dice rolls were really frustrating.
I don't know how many 6s I rolled.
Yours were not as frustrating. Yours are more funny. When I see you roll 6s that many times, it's like, are you using a loaded die?
I'm not. I really am not.
But when I saw like 2s and 3s, 18 times in a row.
Or the 4 1s and roll that one.
Yeah, that was really rough too.
It's pretty bad. But, so your dice rolls, you started off strong, in a good position, I should say, because you were able to get it right in on one of the objectives right off the bat. Yeah. But unfortunately, you rolled a 2 to ignite.
I rolled a 3 and then a 2. So I never got anything really good.
Which sucks, because that would have given you.
Oh yeah,
that would have. It would have gave you the last objective that you were missing. You know what I mean? If you rolled that, so you would have had all 5 objectives. Would have had an extra influence point. But either way, it was very well done. Raguk did.
He did alright. I thought he was going to die.
I did too.
I got both my fates saved that game. That was really sweet.
I thought he was going to die too, which in some sense
kind of
that...
wanted him.
Yes, I was going to say. That might have helped you a little bit. Yeah. Full recovery, if you make the full recovery, you know what I mean? That's that is pretty good as well. But you didn't die. You ended up surviving, and you ended up leveling up as well, which is pretty good.
He's got D6 without his shield.
Without his shield.
Once he has his shield, D7.
Yes, you need to heal that armor.
Amazing.
You need to heal that armor.
That's amazing on an orc.
That is.
Everyone's like fearing him.
Yeah. And once you get extra attacks for him and give him a ward.
Yeah, he
you know
needs
what I mean?
Like, he's got strength 4, he needs that extra attack and
I would,
like a ward or
I would be going for a ward for him for sure.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? For sure. Especially with him being high defense like that.
Oh
and
yeah.
And like he's strength 4 already. That's gonna sort of set him up to the next bar, I think.
Oh,
give him that ward
sure.
if you can. So next match you get to influence automatically for participating. There you go.
There's a ward.
There you go. So well, Mike, thank you very much.
Yeah, man.
Appreciate it. Guys, thank you for watching. Please remember, like, share, and subscribe. And until next time, ignite your hobby.